Yoga Academy for Beginners. Today we will focus on opening the hips and working on our hamstrings. In the menu today is half split, full split, butterfly pose, and supported forward fold. Grab a block or any prop you needed, and let's start. Welcome guys, today our day 4 and it's all about flexibility. Flexibility isn't about forcing, about pushing through. Instead, it's about connecting to your inner self, meeting your body where it is, using a prop if needed, and just letting go. So it's a great combination of a deeper relaxation and at the same time working on a different level with your muscles and learning how to let your mind go and go deeper into stretch. For today, you might need an extra prop, is a block or 2 blocks, strap, can be a towel, can be your socks. Wear them on or just fold them to put on the surface so we can use it for half split or splits. Also, you might need something for your knees, or you can also just fold your mat from like double side to create extra cushioning for your knees. So choose your option and let's start. Few things that you need to keep in mind when working on your flexibility. First of all is the control of the breath. So creating this relaxed state through your breath and letting your mind know that everything is under control, that this like a little pain, that uncomfortable position isn't like something that will hurt you. Instead, it will help you to relax on different levels. Flexibility helps to improve your circulation, it improves your joint health, and also it helps to release all that stored tension in your body. And you know, my personal suggestion to you, never do the deeper stretches. Don't go in a deep poses, right? With a cold body. Try to do it at the end of the practice, in the middle, but with a good warm-up. Try not to have the stretching under the AC on a really cool environment. Better to get some extra clothes, or just if you can do, just turn off the AC. It's better to sweat, believe me, to be really like, you know, what is hot yoga is so good. It helps you to open up your body because of the temperature. So keep it in mind, and I think we can start here. First pose we're gonna have a look at is a half split. What about the half splits that is so tricky is the positioning of the hips, positioning of the front leg, back leg, and what to do with your torso. So we're coming to the middle of the mat, first to the tabletop position. Now I'm just showing without a warm-up, so you can have a look, you can try with me, but please do not go deep, with just checking the alignment. You can flex the feet if it's hard for you to balance, or if you have knee pain, it's better to have the feet flexed, pointed, and engage your ankles, like you want to press it to the mat, close to the mat, so it will protect your knees. Let's start with the right leg. So inhale, you lift the knee up and place it between the hands. So I'm here and I'm stepping slightly to the front. Where is my heel? For this position, I always adjust half split to find the perfect length for my legs. Because we are all different, we have different bodies, and there is no specific alignment for each pose. You adjust accordingly to your body. So what first thing you need to do, because unintentionally we will do this, opening the hips slightly to the side, to the right side. So you want to square. So your right hip, so there is right leg, you want right hip push back and left push to the front. So instead of opening to that side, you want to have square hips. Yeah, it's gonna be one line. The first really important thing for a deeper stretch for your hamstrings and the right position. Then the position of your front foot should be flexed. So it's not hanging here in any direction, you know. See, this is really different here. Yeah, you're protecting also your hamstrings by flexing the foot. So here, here. Position of the hands can stay on the fingertips to give you extra space. Also, you can have 2 blocks. Imagine there is one more block here. And to give you extra support. And about the positioning of your back. So, you want to keep your spine as much as possible straight. So, we do not round. The point is not reaching with your forehead. Instead is create the straight line here and here, so your hamstrings will get the better stretching for the half split. And to lowering down gradually, so you can walk the hands to the front or go on your elbows. And then we going out, it's better to go in the opposite, the counter pose in our low lunge, and work on the releasing and stretching the hip flexors. So from here to here. Also, this is a good prep before the half split. Opening our hips and preparing all the muscles to work for a deeper stretch. Yeah, you can do 10 before. And then go in a static low lunge, same point foot, relax here. Next one is a butterfly. So the butterfly come to the top of the mat, middle of the mat. So you're sitting about the butterfly. What is tricky? So first, the positioning of your feet. You want to open up like the book. We're pressing gently into our feet. When pressing into our feet, our hips will open up. Don't need to force to pressing hard into our knees, but gently at the beginning you start rocking from side to side, yeah, preparing our hips to open up, and then you can do like this gently, up and down, up and down. Please make sure it's not sharp pain. So distinguish the difference between this good pain, I'll call it, and sharp pain. So good pain is when you have the pain while you're standing in the pose. Yeah, you need to be really strong to keep going, but it's not the pain that leads you to injury. And same here. Find the difference between both and try not to cross that line with the sharp pain border. Okay, you can press gently. So first trick, if the feet are further away from you, it's easier, so much more space. The closer they are, the harder to bring your knees to the ground. Yeah, for me it's almost, I would say, impossible, maybe with the assistance and when my body is really open up. So first thing what you can do is sit on the block, lift your hips up to create extra space. So we are here. Position of the spine straight, and later we will gently round it, and for the full variation we can even be more with a rounded spine, but for now it's not the point. We want to open up the hips. When we're staying in a butterfly pose for longer, we want the gravity do its thing to let our hips go and just open up naturally. So try to, when you're staying, yeah, for let's say we're staying for longer, 3 minutes, just place your hands here or here and just observe the sensations in the body. Yeah. Also, it's absolutely normal if your right or left side doesn't feel the same. My right side is much tighter, so I can feel the difference right away. The beauty of yoga that we are learning our body and we are getting more aware of what's happening. So we are sitting on the block, or we're using the block to place our knees on. Both variation is good. You can try them both and see the difference, how it works on your body. I prefer this one even more, and try to go lower. So here you will naturally round your spine, but try not to intentionally do this. Instead, you're trying to keep the spine straight, but you will have the natural curl, a natural rounded shape. That's fine. And we gently going lower and lower. I like this shaking, especially when I'm not ready for the full pose. My body is not ready. So just shaking slightly and then stay still. That's a beautiful pose for your hips, for the hip flexors, for the glutes, to release the tension. And as there is saying that lots of tension holds in our hips. I partially agree with that, but it's not only about the tension, about the bad emotions, because of our body has lots of movement starting and controlling by the hips, especially like walking, sitting, and so on. So these muscles in our body, the joints, needs lots of attention and our help. So that's good that we're here working on that. Another pose to try is a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, with the block here. So we want to lift our heels. Of course, we can lift our hips as well, like choose any of those options, here or here, but today we will do this one with lifted heels. First of all, it gives extra support for our tight hamstrings, because we're lifting it here, and our heels and the calves have less stress, so our hamstrings also feel much more relaxed. When we're adding extra space here, it's easier for our lower back to let us go forward, and we can go slightly deeper when we are just here. The tilt is different, the angle. And of course, when we are lifting our heels, it's a good variation that helps our body to relax more. For this pose, for this variation, you want to have your legs straight or slightly micro bend in your knees. It all depends on your body right now, how it feels. It's also fine to have your knees bent like this. So you're here, you want to always have your belly on your thighs. Let's say we're here, and that's it. Or we're trying to open our elbows and push closer. You will feel the nice stretch in your hamstrings and your back. So with the straight legs, same, you want to maintain the spine straight. Gently, gradually, with each exhalation and inhalation, you will get lower, lower, and lower, but of course, not with this intention. Try to keep your sit bones grounded on the mat, so when you're feeling like something changed, you feel free to adjust and find this comfortable position. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, grabbing your feet or your ankles. And first we're staying here for a couple of breaths, then start pulling closer, closer, and closer. Last but not least is a full split. Personally, for me, this pose is I'm not yet there, but very close. So if you're like me, or you're just trying it first time, or you're already getting easily in full split, great. We are where we are, and no stress about that. So for this, I suggest you to use some small towel. I don't know, sometimes I use I have a t-shirt nearby, something, or wearing some socks to give extra sliding, for the surface. Because when you're on the mat, it's not sliding, because the mat's supposed to have a good grip, so you're standing in all the poses. So let's say you are also 2 blocks will be really helpful. So let's place the heel, maybe have an extra layer me it's pretty painful right now. And start sliding. First go back with the back leg, and then you are here, standing on the blocks. So you can try to do the first, trying to get lower, 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 shaking slightly, and then with inhalations and exhalation, take a lower, lower, and lower, yeah? Your body will get there slowly, believe me. Just needs time. There is no other secret. Even with staying here in this pose for longer, you will be much closer to the ground. Let's have a quick flow where we're gonna combine all these movements, all this asana together, and creating an organic flow. Let's start with standing in front of the mat, founding the foundation, hands in front of your heart. Inhale deeply into your belly. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale with your mouth. Bow down, Namaste. We're opening here. Inhale into your chair, starting with engagement of our lower body, keeping the gaze between your fingers. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, lowering down. Inhale halfway up, look straight. Right leg steps back, lowering the knee down, adjusting the position, coming in our low lunge. Hands on your hips. We're staying here for 5, 4, 3, getting lower, sinking lower, closer to the mat. 2, 1, release in our half split. Exhale. Inhale, let's switch between low lunge and half split, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can keep your hands on the mat or in front of your heart if you feel stable. A few more like this. No rush here. Try to get into each pose safely. Yeah. Warming up the muscles. Exhale. So grabbing first the blocks. Grabbing the blocks and adjusting the position of the leg. I step slightly to the front because I feel it's like too short to me. Point the back foot, straighten the spine. Remember what I told you about squaring the hips. So your right hip goes to the front, left goes back. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking the blocks further. Still staying in engagement. For 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, lengthening the spine. 1, release slightly further. Closing your eyes here. If you feel like your leg is shaking, that's good. Don't get stressed about it. That's absolutely normal. Relax your shoulders, move them away from your ears. Breathing into your hamstrings, your calf muscles. Your foot is flexed. Staying here for 5. Melting towards the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and walk back. And again, coming in our low lunge as a counter pose. So you can stay with the blocks. It's really nice to help you go sinking lower with your right hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. place the blocks to the side. We're gonna use them later. Place the hands and step into your downward dog. Few walks here, relaxing our calf muscles, our hamstrings. Yeah, it's our recovery pose in between. You can stay still or keep walking on one spot. For 3, 2, 1, and again stepping with our right leg to the front and coming in our low lunge. Stay on the mat or choose the option with the blocks as before. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, close your eyes and enjoy. 2, 1, into half split, exhale, and inhale up, exhale, half split. Inhale, exhale, keep moving. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Few more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Grab the blocks, place them to the side, adjust the position, lifting the spine, squaring the hips, back foot is pointed. Stay in here, breathing for 5. You can micro bend your elbows, getting lower with your torso, but keep the spine straight. 3, 2, 1. Walk slightly to the front with your blocks. Stay in here for 5 more. With each exhalation, try to get lower. It's not about forcing, it's about meeting your body where it is and just finding that connection between mind and body. And this connection creates through the breath. So breathing is the most important here in getting our body the oxygen and relaxation with it, and even further, so you will feel the extension of your arms and you will start feeling the nice stretch in your armpits, your shoulders. Try not to round your spine. Check the alignment of the hips. It might tend to go in the opposite direction, out of the alignment. Yeah, it's natural. Stay in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, coming in our low lunge with blocks or without. Counter pose. You can lift yourself up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release and sitting in our forward fold. Now you can choose 1 block or even 2. Try the difference. More space with 2 blocks, right? Adjust the position of your sitting bones. Firmly grounded. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, grab your ankles or your feet. And stay here. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Pulling yourself with your hands, so you're engaging here, rhomboids, so you're pulling yourself closer, opening the elbows, relax your shoulders not here, close to your ears, relax. Many adjustments for one position, I know. Same here, straightening here as much as you can, and trying to just stay still. Close your eyes and enjoy. 5, 2, 1. Few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hands up. Exhale, release. Now we're coming in our full split. Any variation, right? So I suggest you to have the blocks and having this small towel or your socks, right leg front, and first walk back with the back foot. You're here, squaring the hips, staying here. So if you're here and you feel it's enough, just don't go lower. Stay here for a couple of breaths, or if you feel you can go lower, you can gently start lowering. Keep the spine straight, have a support, adjust the position with the blocks. So we're staying here for now, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Few more breaths here with the closed eyes. Sink and lower to the mat. Relax the shoulders. If possible, you can change the position of your torso, getting it slightly lower. Nice stretch for your hamstrings. Deep stretch for your hamstrings. You can stay longer here if you have time, or we gotta process and with changing to the left side. Same here, starting with the half split. Use the blocks as your support. Adjust the position of your hips. First, walk the back foot. First, place your front heel to the towel and look, you flex the foot. Yeah, lift yourself up and walk as far as you feel like it's all right for your body right now. Straight spine. Inhale, exhale. If you're getting lower or you're staying here, is your maximum today, that's fine. Breathe deeply into those muscles that feel the most tension right now. Check if there is no pain in your knee. Remember, you can fold the mat and have extra support for the back knee. Protect your joints, your muscles from the injury and extra tension. Staying here for 3, 2, 1, and we're going slightly lower, adjusting the position, changing the incline of our torso. Bit of engagement for our arms and shoulders, but helping our hamstring to get a deeper stretch. For 3, 2, 1, gently going out from the pose. This is where most injuries are happening, when we're coming out of the poses. So please be aware of each movement. And we are closing in our butterfly. Let's do it with one block in front of you. So place your heels on it, adjust the position. So you can now lift yourself up and shake from side to side. Yeah, letting our hips to unfold and unwind here. Opening our feet as a book at the same time. See, when you open here, your hips, same direction, open up. That's so beautiful. And now, inhale, lifting, exhale, lowering down, not forcing, just staying here. Breathing. Exhale, getting lower. Gentle stretch. Our muscles might be already pretty tired even after a short practice, but the poses are pretty deep. So now we want to slow down, but still keep that stretch and improving our flexibility in our lower body. Our spine is also getting lots of benefits right now. Gentle stretch. Now you want to try to relax your head. Complete relaxation. Now our spine is rounded naturally. Let your head and your neck hang. You can shake from side to side. Can release the hands, place them to the mat. Surrender in this position. Inhale, slowly hug your knees and place your forehead to your knees, onto your knees. Hug closer. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Placing the hands, cross legs or sitting on your heels. We're closing here. Place the hands in front of your heart. Thank yourself for finding this time and finding this dedication to improve, to learn. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I appreciate your input and your desire to become better. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your help, all your likes and your shares. It helps me to grow and gives me more desire, right? More energy to create more and share with you. Have a wonderful day ahead and see you on day 5. Bye-bye.